Welcome back, my art friends. Today we are going to paint a desert scene at sunset with a bearded dragon in it. So colors you're going to need are purple, blue, red, orange, yellow, black, and white. Same brushes I always use. I have my 1-inch flat brush as well as my number 6, number 4, and number 1 round brush. Don't forget to have a cup of water handy for cleaning your brushes and a rag ready to go. Let's get started. We're going to start by just kind of laying out our sunset. So I'm going to start with my number 1 or my 1-inch flat brush, and I'm going to start by just kind of making right over here a little yellow bump. So pretty much everything below this is going to be the ground. We may not see it very well, so we don't have to worry too much about that, but just this is going to be my sun kind of setting. Now from that sun setting, I am going to be adding layers of yellow mixed with orange just to kind of blend those colors in. So I just put a little bit of yellow on, then a little bit of orange on, and I'm just going to pull that color across. I'm going to go ahead and just lay out where, ish my ground is going to go so that I kind of have an idea of a little bumpy, wavy line there. I can go below that line because I am going to paint it all in black. I'm going to wipe that brush off and grab a little bit more yellow just to really brighten up where my sun is going to be setting. All right. Now that we've got our yellow on there, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more orange. So I'm just going to add some on here so that it is easy to blend in with my red. And then I'm going to put some red in. So I've got my orange on there. Now I'm going in with my red, and I'm just going to make a big, huge arced line, kind of pull it down into that orange. Now the orange is not the color I want to see the most of. Really, I'm loving this yellow. So while there's orange on there, I'm going to go in with this yellow and really make that my blending color. So the yellow is the one that's really going to help the red and the orange blend together. Wipe my brush off because next I'm going to go in with some purple. So I'm going to lay my purple in. Everything above this is going to be this purple color, but we are going to add some blue for fun. So everything above that red, I'll paint in purple. Wipe that brush off, and I'm going to add just a touch of blue. Every little bit of here, there, and everywhere. I'm just going to drop a little bit of blue in. I'm just going to kind of brush that color in gently. I don't want it to be too crazy. Just brush that color in gently so that I've got a little bit of that blue in my desert sky. Wash that brush off. Now I'm going to lay out where my black ground is going to be. Now we are going to have quite a lot of silhouettes on here. So a lot of the base is going to be black. So I could just take black, and I just need to make sure that I cover up any place where there might be a little bit of white showing. So everything below that line is going to be my ground. Loving it. I'm going to wash my brush off and let this dry. When we come back, we will add in a couple of little cactus and, of course, our bearded dragon sitting on a rock. So I'm going to make some clouds, and the color I want is almost a magenta. So I'm going to take some white, some purple, and some red and mix it together to get a really nice light magenta color. And that's what I'm going to make my clouds with. So I've got my number 10 round brush. And what I'm going to do with this color is I'm just going to take it and kind of like dot it in some skinny little lines. So I'm just doing a stippling, which is kind of just dot, 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 dot. And then I can even take a little bit of dark purple and add it into that. Maybe even a small amount of red into it, just to really make some interesting cloud colors. So the clouds that I like to make are kind of flat on the bottom with a small bump at the top. And you can have 1 or 2 bumps with them, either one's fine. But they're not super detailed clouds. You can even take a little bit of white, put it towards the bottom. Ooh, I like that idea. I'm gonna do that with all of them, just a little bit of white. Just kind of stipple that up. Oh yeah, that's what those guys were missing. You know, when I do a painting, I have an idea of where I'm gonna go with it, but I don't really know what's gonna happen until I start painting it. So you never really know what you're gonna get. Oh, I love those. Now, with that being said, knowing that it's a sunset, at the very top in my purplish area, I am gonna drop just a couple of stars. So I'm gonna use the back of a paintbrush for that and some white paint. And I'm just gonna drop a couple of stars in the darkest area of my canvas. Love it. Okay, let's add in some of our cactus and of course our bearded dragon. So I'm gonna have my bearded dragon be kind of sitting right along here, sunning. So I'm gonna kind of leave this area over here open from my cactus, but I will put a couple of them in this area. So with my, I think I'm gonna go to my number 4 round brush. I'm gonna use some black paint. Now I do like to water my black paint down a little bit. I think it goes on the canvas just a little bit smoother. And you can make any kind of cactus you want. I'm gonna show you 2 different kinds. So first of all, we're gonna have the tall, skinny one. So I'm gonna make just a straight line down. And these ones they have arms on them, right? So you just kind of go out to the side a little bit, press your brush down, and then just kind of curve it on in. Some of these arms are smaller than others. Some are bigger. So there is cactus number 1. Cactus number 2 is more of some circles. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make a large bump. See that? I'm gonna go ahead and paint that bump in. And then I can add smaller ones that kind of go off of this. So there's just a couple of smaller bumps that kind of grow off of that base. I think I'm gonna add one more of these guys. Maybe off in the distance, so it's gonna be smaller. So right back here, I'm gonna add one. Nice skinny little lines, make it look like it's further away because it's smaller. In fact, I could probably make several of them if they're going to be that far away, huh? All right, so let's talk about this dragon. I'm gonna zoom you into this bottom right area, sorry, the bottom left area, so we can talk about this dragon up close. This dragon, this lizard called a bearded dragon. So again, just like my my land, it's gonna be a silhouette of a bearded dragon. So I have got my number 4 round brush and my black paint. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right here, and I'm going to take a curved line, and this is gonna be the back of the lizard. So see how it kind of curves downwards a little bit? It's where his neck is gonna be. And then we're gonna pop right back up. He's kind of watching the sun disappear. He's gonna pop right back up. Now the top of his head has a small little bump for his eyes. And then a pretty rounded mouth. From that rounded mouth, he actually has a couple of little bumps on his neck. That's where all of his extra skin is. And then his body will be down this way. So we will just kind of fill this guy in. Now we are going to add some color to him, but not a whole lot. So just go ahead and fill this space in with some color. And then I'm going to take some of my orange paint and add it in. He's kind of a brownish orange color. We want to be able to see him just a little bit against the background. And then his tail. So same thing, same color. We're just going to kind of bring his tail up and around, letting the edge of his tail kind of just be a little bit highlighted with that orange so we can really see where his body is. Same thing with the bottom of him. We just kind of give him a little bit of a tummy right here, just a small curve down on his tummy. And we're going to give him two little, well, really one arm because it's on this side. And that arm's going to be right here at the lowest point. We're just going to make a curved line. Just kind of bring his arm out at an angle. See how just that little bit of orange can really kind of make him pop against that background? Give him a little foot up here with just a couple of small little lines. And then I'm going to give him the smallest little red outline for his eyebrow. And a small little line for his mouth. These guys do have some dots on their back, so with that same orange, I'm going to go in and just add a couple of dots for some texture. And they also have a large one right back behind their eye, more like an oval shape. Smooth out that neck a little bit. I thought that bump was a little too aggressive. All right, now that I know where my lizard is, I can go ahead and add a couple more cactus in. Just like I will go ahead and put one more right over here. Maybe another one of those lumpy bumpy ones too. All right, let's zoom you back out and see where we're at. After zooming out, I think I am going to go ahead and add on his back hind leg, which is going to be right here. So the same thing, just a little bit of black and a little bit of orange, make a curved line. and kind of comes up to the front just a little bit. I thought maybe he would look like he was sitting on it, but I didn't love the way it looked, so I thought I better add that back leg on there. Now we can also even add a couple of little just a couple of little curved lines. Look at that. You know what that is? That's a tumbleweed, but you're not going to believe this. I had to stop my video and go Google what it was called because I could not think of the name tumbleweed. Of course. Well, like I was gonna say, you guys could put some tumbleweeds on there, some extra cactus on there. It's really whatever you want. I am loving this picture, but I do think it's done. We've got our bearded dragon on here, we've got some cactus and an awesome sunset. So when you're finished, what do you need to do? You need to sign your artwork. I always like to sign my initials in the bottom right corner. Don't forget, the only way I get to see what you're painting at home is if you post it on our Facebook page, Painting with a Purpose. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Painting with a Purpose, so you can be kept up to date on all of our latest tutorials. And remember, as always, stay kind, stay creative, and stay safe. Have a great day, friends. I do think I need to give him a small little eye. Let's see, do I like it? Nope, I don't. I'm gonna take it off. You know, that's how we do it when we're painting. You gotta decide what you're gonna love and what you're not gonna love. Oh, but I kind of like that little white line there. Oh yeah, we'll just give him a small little curved eye. Super small little white line, I like it. All right, friends, have a great day now. Bye.